What we've seen from the Trump administration over the last several weeks is just a flood of unprecedented extremism and a parade of horribles that continue to be unleashed on the American people.
Having been to many of these town hall meetings over a 25-year career in politics, a lot of the people that show up at these things are there because they're committed partisan activists, not because they wandered in because they had some concern.
Democrats like Hakeem Jeffries goes on Wolf Blitzer's show and claims the Democrats are working hard at addressing American needs, like securing the borders. Do you believe them? I don't. Welcome to the Doug TenNapel channel. Here's some Hakeem Jeffries. It's time to play Spot the Lies. I don't know what he even says if we can play Spot the Truth.
The Trump administration, national security interests. Look, what we've seen from the Trump administration over the last several weeks is just a flood of unprecedented extremism and a parade of horribles that continue to be unleashed on the American people. While at the same time, the Trump administration is not focused on solving the problems of everyday Americans. We're continuing to make sure that we focus on trying to make life better for everyday Americans. Fundamentally, that's why we were sent to Washington, D.C. We have to drive down the high cost of living. We have to secure the border.
Hold on, we have to secure the border. There's the numbers down below. Check these out with me. He claims they're going to continue to secure the border. There's 2022, 166, and this is the number of encounters. That is, there's many, many more illegals pouring into our country. These are just the encounters we've had with them. 2023, 156,000 border encounters. 2024, 189,000 border encounters. And 2025, just 8,000 so far. So even if you just multiplied those out across the rest of the year, you'd have way less border encounters. That's what Trump's actually doing. So who is addressing the American concerns? I would say Trump's doing a pretty dang good job. I don't get what Hakeem Jeffries is lying about here. He thinks you're stupid. And Wolf Blitzer, he's not only stupid, but he also thinks you're stupid.
We have to keep communities safe. We have to protect our dreamers and farm workers and families. These are the things that matter, as opposed to creating crisis-like moments when we should be coming together and demonstrating leadership for the free world.
That's why you guys lost the election. That's why you will continue to lose the election as long as you do not change your message. So yeah, keep doing that, Hakeem Jeffries, all the way to 2026. No one's buying it. I'm waiting for to hear the successful Democrat message that they're going to run on that could be a threat to the right. That's what I'm waiting for. Haven't heard anything yet. Not even close. So they're still trying out different messages. This one they're not going to land on. It's not going to work. Now, coming up here, this is another Scott Jennings dismantling in defense of Doge.
Was going to a Republican town hall meeting like crazed liberal Democrat activists. I have no doubt they are their constituents, but these people, they hated Donald Trump before, they hate Donald Trump today, and they're professional complainers when it comes.
They're professional complainers because they're paid for. These are paid for Democrat demonstrations, and that's all they can do. Again, this is also not going to be a successful tact to win 2026 or 2028. That's why I support it, and I'm happy to see the Democrats spin their wheels and get no traction on it.
Comes to Republicans. Look, I guess you could take any of these conversations seriously, and the way to handle it is to stand up there and calmly and clearly explain that we've inherited a mess. The American people have entrusted the Republican Party to get us out of the mess. It's going to take a lot of work to get us out of the mess, and here's what we're doing to do that. We're going to fix immigration. It's already happening. We're going to unleash American energy. That's going to be part of the reconciliation bill. You know, we're going to have less chaos in the world, and that's what Donald Trump's trying to do by negotiating an end to the war in Ukraine and get the Middle East under control. I mean, the Republican priorities are not complicated, and they're very clear. But let me just tell you, having been to many of these town hall meetings over a 25-year career in politics, a lot of the people that show up at these things are there because they're committed partisan activists, not because they wandered in because they had some concern. I don't doubt that they are actual constituents, but if you think somebody that showed up with a hand-painted sign at a town hall meeting came in undecided, I got news for you. It just doesn't work that way.
Yeah, and they're going to continue to do their weirdo radical leftist thing. They're just so far out in the wilderness that I'm happy to see it happen. No message from the Democrats, no leadership from the Democrats. The Republican Party, which ran on this winning proposition that Trump put together this coalition, and Trump is pulling it off and continuing. Scott Jennings is only announcing that these people that show up with these signs, they're just permanent activists. Look, Trump's going to permanently have, say, 25% of America is always going to hate him. Fine. You're not going to win an election. Good. You still don't have a good message to defeat him. And that's all I care about, is seeing his agenda go forward and seeing his agenda continue with J.D. Vance in 2028. I'm Doug in exile. Thanks for watching.